Hello and welcome, fellas. Today we are going to discuss about the way Israel Adesanya went too far. Yeah, Bkfc 41 looks more entertaining on the piece of paper, yeah, too, but man, imagine Dricus Du Plessis saying the same things. Imagine Dricus Du Plessis mentioning skin color, and I can't even imagine it. It's too brutal, literally too brutal for me in the first place. I I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, Adesanya knocked out Pereira cold, and then they had like some conversation. Etc. Nigerian-born Kiwi, he has only one person in his mind for the next title clash, and it's going to be Dricus Du Plessis. I know who I see. I already talked to Dana White, tried to take up some things. Go fucking take him to school in the octagon on history. What he's doing, creating divide. You can't know your history. I have never questioned him as African because, yeah, you were born in Africa, South Africa. Of course, you're African. Have never questioned that. But who the fuck is this peep to tell me who the fuck I am? Who the fuck Amaru Usman is? Who the fuck Francis Ngannou is? Am I are dumb? As a product of colonization, you're trying to tell me who the fuck I am. Can take your boy out of Africa, but you can never take the Africa out of the boy. Never ever did that to him. Never discredited him as an African. Okay, there you are. Cool. Want to make a fight? Cool. But the fact that he's a fucking peep, you tell me who the fucking I am, that pissed me off, and that's why he's my next fight. I don't want to fight anyone else. This one pisses me off. And, you know, there were some back and forth. Hello, Benjo. How are you doing, Benjo? There were some back and forth between these two guys, but as Easy would like to settle things on African soil. I tried to do it in South Africa. Apparently, it might not work again. Told any of you guys beat COVID before any other big sporting league got on the field or on the court. You guys did that. You can do anything and still believe they can. Want to do it in South Africa or somewhere in Africa. Du Plessis thinks they're going to have his back. It's only the product of him that's going to have his back. He doesn't understand who I am. Like I said, he's created division. I don't like that. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. I don't understand. Here now, I'm going to fuck this guy up. I'm going to torture this guy. I don't have to create division. This is not the time for that shit. You could have definitely got a fight without talking all that shit. Well, be careful what you wish for. Got what you want. He's next. I'm going to fucking beat him until he's black. MMA Joy lead the apartheid. Agree. Absolutely agree, Emil Melson. Oh, how in earth was that? Heck yeah. I agree with that. This is one of the greatest and the funniest things somebody said about MMA Joy. How did you remember to say that? Epic. So epic. And let's remember what Du Plessis said. Describes an African champion, questions past title holders. Did those belts ever go to Africa? Like, since the now former champions at welterweight, middleweight, and heavyweight, Kamaru Usman, Israel Adesanya, Francis Ngannou became champions, the promotion has teased the concept of holding its first event on the continent of Africa. As a proud South African native, Du Plessis is ready to join that list and perhaps believes he'll bring more legitimacy than his predecessors. Did those belts ever go to Africa? As far as I know, they came to America and New Zealand. I'm going to take a belt to Africa. I'm the African fighter in the UFC, myself and Cameron Simon. We breathe African air. We wake up in Africa every day. We train in Africa. We're Africa born, Africa raised, still reside in Africa, train out of Africa. This is an African champion. That is who I will be. That's what Du Plessis said. And he didn't have to try to create divide. Creating divide always it's a hard challenge, hard choice. Why would you even need to create the divide? Why would you have to do something like that? And I'm going to say what Dricus Du Plessis responded to Israel Adesanya. Come and show me how you drag my carcass around. Of course, Du Plessis is happy to give to give him the chance because Adesanya reclaimed middleweight title with a spectacular knockout over long-time rival Alex Pereira, and of course Despite refusing to mention Du Plessis by name, he threatened to drag his carcass across South Africa if he continued to win fights. Like, for him saying that says Dricus Du Plessis. Does he think I'm scared of him? I am not scared of that man. The fact that he put some threats out there, obviously he's forgotten because I don't take kindly to threats. So over here, it doesn't work like that. If you want to make threats, come and show me. Come and show me how I drag my carcass around. I would love to see you try. And like I said in that message, UFC Africa is far away from being done. It's probably going to happen next year. I don't want to wait that long. I will beat him this year. After that fight, if he still feels like he has all the power over me, trying to intimidate me, that's good. Then come to Africa next year and we'll fight for the belt in a rematch where I'm the champion because that fight's not happened this year and he does not scare me, not one little bit. The animus Adesanya has for Du Plessis stems for comments the South African fighter previously made about being an African champion, saying that he lives and trains in Africa, while other African-born champions like Adesanya and Kamaru Usman do not. Well, he didn't have to create divide. Overall, I'm like saying that he didn't have to create divide. So, creating divide and mentioning like skin color, etc. That's like, okay, I understand to some point that he insulted Adesanya for saying that he doesn't live and train in Africa, that he doesn't bring it African air. That's like, okay. I mean, I can understand it to some point because that is to some point true, but I cannot understand the fact that you're pushing skin color story. That's like that's the lowest you can go. Like it really is the lowest you can go. I mean, why would you do something like that? Does it even make sense? Does it even make sense to you to do such things and to say like this or that is going to happen? I mean, this makes no sense, fellas. Literally makes no sense to me. Like, like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I don't know how is that going to happen, etc. But like, I don't like when people mention those things. It's like it's too much for me. Pretty much too much for me. That's something I would never ever mention. Even if I try to beef with some guy, I would never mention like his achievements, his skin color. It's like the lowest low you can get. I mean, why would you do something like that? Like, I understand that Izzy wants to fight Dricus Du Plessis. I understand why he wants to fight Dricus Du Plessis, and now I'm going to tell you. He wants to fight Dricus Du Plessis because imagine like the first match, Africa versus Africa. It would have been awesome. Imagine Nigeria versus South Africa. I understand it. It's like the historical moment in the history of UFC. It would have been a historical moment. Two African fighters fighting for the title. It's amazing. Just amazing. Adesanya was born in Nigeria, then lived in Ghana until his parents migrated to New Zealand. And it's okay. I mean, mate, I can share your greed. I understand what you want, but be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for because sometimes your wishes might not come true. Sometimes your wishes might not come true, and I have a feeling this might not be the greatest way to go for the title because like Dracus Dracus is a guy who hates threats. Literally, he is not a guy who enjoys threats, and that's all a part of the game. I understand that you need to beef with somebody, that you need to argue to get a title fight, to get into title contention, etc. But one thing I don't understand is why would you ever mention skin color? That's like too much. For me, it's too much, and I don't wanna even think about such things really because it's too low. It's the lowest low, the lowest you can go. Got Bkfc. Yes, it's released. Yes, yes. Easy just riding the narrative, but DDP will not beat Robert. I say the same. Yes, I have BKFC picks. I released the video, but ask me question, whatever you need from BKFC. Shoot in, please. You can shoot in with questions. I'm live. Whenever I'm live, I'm willing to respond. So please proceed. Yesterday, I woke. Russia has made many crazy fight promotions. When are we going to see blind fighting championships? Well, Pizza Steak, to be honest, blind fighting championships is awesome. That's an awesome idea. And I came to the idea to boxing and Muay Thai for disabled, like when your leg is fucked up. I will have to train like a disabled guy for a very long period of time because of my Achilles tendon injury, and I'm going to reveal my idea later in the community sections, because right now I'm technically still disabled. I don't have a cast on my leg, but these crazy things are making crazy changes in our life, and I have to say that crazy things are making us even crazier, and making us, you've got to improvise. I think improvisation. I think this is the power of improvisation. Okay, easy just riding the narrative, that's true, but I just think easy went too far. Yeah, Bkfc picks. Please check it out tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do Rising picks, and maybe I'm gonna do something else. Like, I just have too much of a time this week, and you know, when you just have too much of a time, I got to do these goddamn exercises. I got to do this stimulation for my leg, which is really taking too much time. Octagon as well. I think I did Octagon today. Yes, you have Octagon promo. Yes, you have Octagon picks. Yes. Sorry, I did it today. Rising, I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And what else? I think that's it. I think there are no other promotions. They're not much elite. I can't watch Russian promotions. I can't cover it because I don't have the opportunity to watch it. That's number one. I don't follow ONE FC. I don't know, not a fan of ONE FC. I can take a look and that's it, but that's the only thing I can do. Like, I don't know, man. With ONE FC, like sometimes in my state you can't bet on ONE FC. They're like pretty much stubborn with that. They have tons of restrictions, etc. Easy just riding the narrative, yeah, but don't go that far, man. Why would you go that far? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Nah, I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. No, that pretty much doesn't make sense, even to me in the first place. That's like the lowest low you can go, yeah. But easy just riding the narrative, yeah. Yeah, that's true. And this month, there is a chance I will break my YouTube record when it comes to income. So if I break that record, I will be extremely happy. And yeah, I'm just thinking also about how to train. Like, technically, I will be disabled for the next month or two because of my injury, and I will have to train disabled. So I think that is going to be very nice for the fans. I'm like, thank you so much for all the support you've given me. Like, you don't even know how much it means to me, all the support and everything you've given to me. It's like, you are awesome. You are just awesome. I always wanted to progress. I always wanted to fight hard, and I was always fighting the hardest I could. So yeah. And when it comes to Dricus, Chris Weidman is savage for competing after that horrible leg break. I know, man. You don't touch ACA. No. I don't follow ACA. Do you flex your foot very hardly? You see, I can stand up, but very slowly. Look at this. Okay, I will do it for you, Lolita. Okay, I stood up. Now I need to get back. Okay. Okay, but barely, literally barely. Do I flex my foot a bit? Maybe like this. No, I don't touch ACA. Sorry, I don't follow ACA. No picks for ACA. I don't follow that promotion, and I don't want to lie to the people. It would be unfair towards you. Yes, you have Cage Warriors picks. They are released. I released Cage Warriors picks today. And I'm gonna combine Cage Warriors and UFC on Saturday because I have Fight Pass and I can combine both live streams. So I will combine both of the promotions. Rhys McKee is fighting. Pay attention to Rhys Skeletor McKee. That guy is returning to the UFC. Yeah, Lolita, I stood up because of you. I'm trying, but no, it's very hard. I have some orthopedic stuff that they put on my foot, and it's like it's not easy, but I'm trying. I'm trying very, very hard. But it's gonna be a hard month. I'm undergoing physical therapies, and yes, I'm undergoing physical therapies, so it will be a heck of a recovery. Got to say, it will be a heck of a recovery, but I will try even harder. Yes. How do they call it? Hmm. Yeah, probably orthopedic hardware. You are from America, you know it better than me. On Cage Warriors, Rhys Skeletor McKee to win. Rhys McKee to win. The main event of the evening, Rhys McKee to win is my most confident pick on Cage Warriors. They put something orthopedic on my foot, but it's in my shoe, so pins and screws. Yes. Something is in my shoe, so they installed something in my shoe. So right now I can't tell you more. I don't know. Oh, but if I take my shoes off, it's gonna be a problem. So I can't do it right now because I won't be able to walk without that. Then I'll need the goddamn crutches, and with that, I can walk very, very, very slowly without the goddamn crutches. But I can't throw away goddamn crutches for another week. So yeah, but it's a very nice feeling to have your own legs again. Believe me, it's very nice feeling. Pins and screws, yeah. It's like you say pins and screws, probably something like that. I don't know to say it in English. And it's pretty much a harsh life, yeah, but life will always throw you curveballs. It's only about how you take them. It's only about how you take them. And uh, if you learn to live with that, that's going to be nice for you. Literally, it's going to be nice for you, and you're going to be more resistant to stress. And I'm telling you, this month there is a chance I will break the record for the greatest earnings. I have 42-year hardware in my femur. Really? Whoa! What did you do, Lolita? Oh, did you have femur fracture? Ouch, that's painful. There is A1 Combat as well. A1, Uriah Faber? That promotion? Physical therapy is tough, man, but it really is worth getting through it. There's nothing better than being fully operational after having injuries for a long time. That is true. Oh, if you have problems, you have an ortho in your shoe. Yes, I have an ortho in my shoe, exactly. I have an ortho in my shoe, exactly. No, I'm like, I can't take my shoes off now, but maybe in some of next streams I will show you. I have an ortho in my shoe. Yes, something like my left foot is like I like this taller with that ortho. Yes, they installed something to my shoe, some ortho. Yes, it's weird, but I'm going for the next 30 days. I will have to go to physical therapist. So it's like I will recover. When are you expecting to back 100% healthy? July. They told me it's gonna be July or August. It's going to be July or August because injury hardiness is like 9 out of 10. They say that tendons heal slower than broken bones, and honestly, I didn't know that. When the doctor told me that, I was like, ouch. I was thinking that he is playing games with me. Rainstorms here, bad reception. Sorry to hear that. Rainstorms, ouch. Here is like okay. Here is looking pretty much okay. Weather is nice today, but I'm telling you, like, I will be 100% healthy July or June, July or August. I hope I will be refing again. My greatest wish right now is to ref again and to be able to go through everything. To be able. Oh, thank you so much for the becoming a member, Benjo. Welcome to the Southpaw Sparring Tips. Number 2, thank you so much for becoming a member. That's awesome, fellas. It's awesome to have more and more members. It literally means life to me. Now I'm definitely breaking the record for the greatest number for the greatest earnings. In Bkfc, I only have 2 fights I can bet. Luke versus Mike and Chad versus Ed. There you go. I'm writing you my picks right off the bat. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to Southpaw Sparring Tips, Benjo Slonogorsky. You can see my Southpaw Sparring Tips. And you have that special playlist. I'm going to continue updating it when I recover. I learned a lot of great things. I learned a lot of new things. And we are going to continue grinding. Believe me, I am not going to slow down with this channel. No way. Not going to slow down. I just want to grow. I just want to fight. I just want to become better. Drew Dober has a real iron chin. That is outstanding. He has a great chin. Yeah, Drew Dober has a brutally great chin. I definitely agree that Drew Dober has amazing chin. But I'm telling you, I will recover. Listen, I am dedicated to recover. So I am promising you I will recover. And also, when I train, it's members only mode because I have my own reasons for it, like too many throws, etc. And I will recover. So everything else you want to Cage Warriors, Rhys McKee is my most confident pick, but feel free to shoot in with questions, whatever you want. Whatever you want is nice to me. Literally, I'm right now live. I will be live for a period of time. So yeah, Octagon. Actually, my most confident pick for Octagon. I'm actually a big fan of Katarina Dalizda. I think she is going to win that fight. Also, Jeremy Kimball should win, but main event of the evening was Keita. I think he wins, but I would rather play with the fight not going the distance, though. Yeah, like at ONE FC next weekend, we got Adriano Moraes versus Demetrius Johnson. Is Demetrius Johnson gonna be able to revenge? That's like I don't know. Is he gonna be able to revenge or not? I hope we are going to see the revenge of Demetrius Johnson. But he got a KO. He got a KO via like a move that is not legal in the world of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So I'm like saying, let's go, fellas. Let's just go. Let's bring it on. Let's push it through. About that fight, I think Moraes has good chances to defeat him. Like Demetrius Johnson was unable to parry that knee to the head because that knee to the head is illegal in UFC, and he ain't got used to that kind of move, which really makes me wonder whether he'll be able to take parry that move. Like it's very hard to counter when you're in a north-south position and somebody knows to kneel, when somebody knows to land violent knees. It's pretty much hard to parry that kind of move. So I'm just saying I have a dilemma about that. I pretty much have a dilemma about that potential move, whether he'll be able to counter that or not. But I have a literally very bad feeling about the potential ability to counter that move. So I would say Adriano Moraes, thank you so much for hearts. I would say Adriano Moraes has good chances to win that fight. And what else do we have this upcoming week? Cage Warriors. I'm actually confident in Morgan Sharrier to win, but odds pretty much suck. Like odds are pretty much. Kyle McClarkin should win. Adam Shilley should win. I'm also confident in Adam Shilley, but wherever I'm confident, odds suck. So yeah, the nice odd is Rhys McKee -350. I just hope they're gonna let play Rhys McKee KO TKO or Rhys McKee TD could be a very, very much of a nice call. Yeah, Rhys McKee could be a very, very much of a nice call and a nice piece of prediction. You like Charles Johnson? Yeah. I bet on Charles Johnson. Yeah. Josh Quinn on ETD. I think my prediction is not going the distance for that fight, but yeah, it's either going to be Josh Quinlan via stoppage or Trey Waters via stoppage. So makes sense. Yeah, makes sense to me. It pretty much makes sense. Never thought Vicente Luque would get knocked out. I was convinced nobody at 170 could do it. CJ, Charles Johnson, potentially decision. I think Charles Johnson via decision. I have only 2 bets for this fight card for UFC. I have only 2 bets, so I don't want to lie to you that I have more bets. Like, I'm going to have more bets for the numbered UFC event. I will probably have 4 bets for the next week. But for this one, I have main event over 2.5. I have Charles Johnson over 2.5. I like it separated, and I have like 0.5 units on both of them. So we will see. I mean, I'm not hiding anything. You can see whether I'm right or wrong. I absolutely have no problem with like hiding something or selling pics. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to help, but I'm just answering every single question when I'm live. So that's me. Like when I see somebody like people selling pics, I'm like, okay, I have something. I have something for members. Like I have something for members. Some pics that I write. etc. I have some southpaw fire sparring tips. But anybody who wants to support me, I'm always glad. You're always welcome, and that's it. Lots of Polish MMA fighters think they have to finish fight by KO to win in Octagon MMA Czech Republic because judges are so biased towards Czech fighters. Unfortunately, you are right about that. You like the Lima. If I must pick a side, the Lima to win, yes. Unfortunately, Octagon judges are pretty much biased, so that is true. It's half truth. Ha! Like in KSW, for example. In KSW, if it's even fight, Polish fighter is going to win in 99% of cases. Same like whenever I was watching Octagon, when it's a close fight, they give it to the Czech. But if you totally dominate him, of course, he's not going to win the fight, absolutely. Of course, he's not going to win the fight 100% if you totally dominate him. It makes no sense, right? Pretty much makes no sense, right? But again, you never know. Maybe that's why Yuri has his style. Yuri is extremely aggressive. I like betting Brave CF. Brave CF is nice, but I didn't do much of a research. But I do follow Brave CF. I didn't do much of the research for the previous week, but I do follow Brave CF. I'm gonna tell you why. Brave CF and the United Arab Emirates Warriors. I'm not making predictions, but I'm following it because many fighters, many fighters from those promotions come to UFC or to Bellator or to some bigger promotions. And that is actually very important to me. PFL also. Many fighters come to PFL from those promotions. So Brave CF is actually the diamond of the Middle East alongside United Arab Emirates Warriors. It's like the diamond of the Middle East. So I like to call that promotion the diamond of the Middle East. I do follow it when I have time. Maybe I don't have time right off the bat, but when I have time, I'm very much eager to say that I'm I like to follow Brave CF whenever I have time, of course. Unfortunately, right now I just have too much time, so you know how it goes and how it works when you're having too much time. But again, I will try to push this story even harder, fellas. I have no choice but to push even harder. Ben Rothwell shouldn't have been cut from the UFC. No, he shouldn't. Did you see that he's fighting at bare knuckle? That fight is gonna be fun. He is opening the main card, Ben Rothwell, in his bare knuckle debut. He is opening the main card, like pretty much okay, got to say. He's pretty much okay, like he's opening the main card. So, also, do you like my new outfit? See, classic, 80s. This is 80s. You see, 80s. I'm actually a fan of classic style. You see, I intentionally picked a bigger t-shirt. Like 80s are returning. I'm a die-hard fan of 70s and 80s, so yeah, today I'm in a better mood since I'm walking. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Love it. So recently Phil DeFries as a referee. Yeah, I know that Phil DeFries started reffing, but yeah, I know that Phil DeFries started reffing. In FCC 33. Really? It's awesome. I knew he started reffing, but I didn't know where he refs at the moment. But it's pretty much nice to hear that many former fighters are good referees. For example, I believe that Frank Trigg is a nice referee. What do you think about Frank Trigg's reffing? When we're already talking about referees, I think Frank Trigg is a nice referee. think those guys have pretty much nice reffing style. Love it. So glad, Lolita. I'm just a classical guy. I believe this was popular when you were a young girl back in 70s, 80s. I believe this dressing style was popular, this dressing code. And I'm so glad that you're supporting my dressing style. I mean, I'm always eager to accept positive criticism too, and when somebody is a long time fan of mine, I'm also eager to accept, and I will always accept. That's just me. Easy, so good. The smallest thing gets blown up. Hello, Jay. Who is your active favorite referee in the UFC? There you go. I responded. Mark Smith right now. Easy is getting hate. It's not like he beat up his wife or did a hit and run or was proven to cheat. No, he didn't cheat. I mean, not proven. People are saying Bilal is biting off more than he can chew with fighting Burns. Actually, as a die-hard fan of Burns, I think Bilal is going to win. I say fight goes over 2.5, but I'm telling you, as a die-hard fan of Burns, but literally die-hard fan of Burns, I think Bilal wins. So unfortunately, as a die-hard fan of Gilbert Burns, I cannot pick him to win. I know it kind of sucks, and I know it would probably make the most of community angry, but I don't want to lie. I can't pick Burns in that fight. But over 2.5 gonna be my call. I like Robert, but how is Izzy fighting more often than him as a champion? I would like to ask the same question. Yeah, I would definitely like to ask the same question. Why is he fighting that often? That question will probably remain unanswered. I assume that question is going to remain unanswered. Do you like my new thumbnail? Also, what I wanted to ask you. Uh, Hold on. I'm going to ask you a question. I really want to see what do you think. What do you think about my new thumbnail style? I want to, to sound I want to sound more aggressive or more cringy or I want to have fun with fans. So I was thinking a lot about the potential styling etc. Hello, Daddy Shot. I was just thinking about the potential styling and I will see, I will see. Yes, everybody's saying yes. For real. Whoa. Everybody's saying yes. Okay, then I'm gonna make some other changes too. So you like devils and angels and fine. Mirko Krokap is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Plus, he ended his career on a 10 of 11 fight win streak. That's insanity. Yeah, that's amazing. Unfortunately, he ended it because of the aneurysma. He had an aneurysma in his brain, so that's why he ended his career. But unfortunately, he was also one of my favorite fighters too. Everybody enjoying that great thumbnail. Oh, okay, guys. If you enjoy it, I'm gonna make more of thumbnails like this. What am I going to do for the last minute picks and predictions? Current favorite fighter is Belal. Then it is easy. Belal is actually very hard to beat. As a die-hard fan of Burns, I cannot see him winning that fight. So over 2.5 my call, but if it goes the distance, Belal is a brutal cardio machine. Didn't Krokap lose to Brandon Schaub? Yes, he did. I'm great, thank you. Yes, he lost to Brandon Schaub. Yes, he lost via big right. Yes, unfortunately, he lost via big right. It kind of sucks, but he did, yeah. Unfortunately, he lost. I'm so glad there are so many people in the chat, like 12, 13 people. It's a real respect. Real respect to anybody. Many people enjoy my new thumbnail. Okay, maybe we're going to see some more thumbnails. I will come up with some new thumbnails in the future. Like devils, angels. Okay. Okay, I will come up with some new thumbnails. Yes, he lost. That is true. Yes, I'm gonna make some changes. I'm gonna make some noise for sure. I will definitely make some changes in my thumbnails. But okay, I need to think. I need to think a bit, but definitely devils, angels, that's something that pretty much works. Like, yeah, crying, raining tears. Why did Du Plessis start drama with Izzy just for a fight? Pure disrespect. Without Izzy, Usman and Francis, where would he be? He would have been nowhere. Nobody would ever inked him. Imagine if Francis wasn't the champ, if Kamaru was not the champ, and if Izzy wasn't the champ. Maybe he wants the fight, but like UFC Africa. Okay, make it in Africa, but why did you start the drama? Why did you start the drama, man? I mean, I understand that Izzy just playing his narrative, but Du Plessis started accusing Izzy that he is not bringing belt to Africa. So let's be honest, Izzy doesn't live in Africa, fine, but what is the problem there? Do you have a problem with that? I don't think so. Why would you have a problem with that? Why would you have a problem with a guy not living in Africa? The guy is living his dream. Sage and coming back in one. You think he can win? Sage has been on a very, very long layoff, so I'm unsure. Sorry, I don't want to lie. I'm unsure about Sage. I don't know whether he advanced or downgraded. I really don't know. I need to see his fight and then I'm going to respond. There are three African champs. Just because you don't live there doesn't mean you are less of African. Absolutely. So what? Kamaru doesn't live. Easy doesn't live. Francis doesn't live. So I don't live in Bulgaria, and you cannot steal Bulgarian blood from me because if I don't live in Bulgaria, I had that problems with like huge Balkan MMA experts. They were like, "You don't live in Bulgaria, you are less of a Bulgarian." No, I'm not. I am Bulgarian. End of story. No one ever brought up race. Easy and Usman were moved to different countries at an early age. Francis lived there for how long again? He came to France at the age of 26. People say Easy is okay, that is too far. How many KOs Belal have to make to get title shot? Actually, I think Belal deserves the title shot. Now, you can criticize me all day long, but I think he deserves a title shot. But I'll be honest. Dana doesn't like Belal's fighting style because he doesn't have many knockouts on his resume. Two more. Sorry, man. Two more. Because I think Belal deserves the title shot, but promotion doesn't want a fighter who likes tactical fights. Like I said, Izzy is so good, they bring up outside things to discredit him. How many knockouts does Colby have? Not many. Not many. But you know what Colby has? Mouth. Drama. Oh, Dana! Hey, Dana! Why don't I fight for the title? Hey, Dana! Why don't I fight for the title? Stop filming. Dana, tell us, why don't I fight for the title? Stop filming. Stop filming. Dana, why don't I fight for the title? Can you say to the fans, why don't I fight for the title? Do you remember that? The famous casino altercation, but he was prohibited to record in the middle of casino. That's why Colby is a great crybaby. Belal is in leash now. He's TKO artist after Brady fight. I think Belal deserves the title shot, and I know I'm gonna get criticized much because of this, but I think he deserves it, yeah, when it comes to his performance. People say Izzy's made in China. He was Black Dragon before he became last gender bender. That's actually a nice joke. I love those jokes. I like this joke, actually. Yeah, pretty much like this joke. It's pretty much on point. Belal is unleashed now. Yeah, he is. He is, man, but I'm telling you, he doesn't have many knockouts. He used to be a decision fighter, etc. But knocking Burns out, that's hard. At welterweight, at lightweight, it was easier. Like it was very much easier to knock out Burns at lightweight, as he didn't have much of a fluid in his brain. But now it's gonna be a nightmare to knock out Gilbert Burns. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Kamaru was able to finish him, but let's see. If Belal knocks out Burns, then he deserves title shot. I think he deserves it now, though. I believe he deserves it now. I really think he deserves it now. So I'm like, I believe he does. And I will always say he does. He deserves it. Yeah. That is just my opinion, my personal opinion. I do believe he deserves it. And also, guys, to know that I will be dedicating myself to this YouTube channel a bit more as I can't train now. As of now, I'm unable to train, so I can be like fully fit in July or August. So I really need these 2 months to recover, and I will stream more. Just to know, I will stream way more. So, like, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I've got nothing smarter to do. I'm just gonna stream, and that's it. That's like it. Because the best way for me to fight and battle depression are, you know what? You know who? My fans. The best fans in the world. Burnsville versus Belal gonna be fireworks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bet over 2.5 on that fight. I think that is going to be my bet on that fight. Like over 2.5 really should be my bet on that upcoming fight, yeah. Belal has deserved the shot arguably before the Brady fight. If you disagree with that, remember Islam got a title shot of beating Bobby Green. Unfortunately, your arguments are on point. Yeah, he got a title shot of beating Bobby Green. So it depends. It depends on Dana White's will, I guess. I assume it depends on his will. Definitely, I assume it depends on his will. So thank you. So like, that is true. Hell yeah, you are right about that. When I think a bit better, you are right about that. He got a title shot of beating Bobby Green. Heck yeah, you are right about that. Hate to say, but you are right. Yeah, imagine that. Like Islam also lost one fight in UFC. In the beginnings of his career, he lost one fight. So yeah, to all the points, when I think all of your points are spot on. Yeah, all of your points, everything you pinpointed to is spot on. What do you think about green headbutt? Accidental. It was a headbutt though. I mean, we can argue all day long, but I was thinking that he rocked Jared Gordon. I was even yelling. Lost lots of money in that fight. What are the rules if the fight is no contest? Here, it's if it's no contest, they just refund you. How is it like? I actually thought Gordon was gonna win that fight, but actually, it's like the fight didn't happen. If it's no contest, the fight did not happen at my bookie. How is it at your bookie? Just saying the fight did not happen. They took my money. That's unfair, man. The fight was a goddamn no contest. It's not your fault because he landed a headbutt. I bet green KO TKO. Ouch. Ah, then I get it. You bet on KO TKO. Like, shit, man. Big shit. I don't know what to say. Sorry to hear that. It's like big shit, man. They didn't refund you. I didn't bet on that fight, but it seems AWMD was robbed because they didn't refund him. Like, my bookie, if it's no contest, they refund you. I don't know which bookie do you use. I use one local bookie, Meridian Bet. It's like in Serbia. It's a local bookie, but they refund you if it's no contest. They always refund you for a no contest. No contest is always refunded. I don't know. I don't know, Usman and Jum. Mine crooks. Oh, shit, man. Well, that's unfair towards you. I'd run away from that bookie that didn't refund. That's unfair towards you. It's not your fault because of a goddamn headbutt. It's unfair. It's so unfair towards you. One could say that they robbed your money. They stole your money, fella. And it's not okay. It's really not okay because they stole your money. Yeah, you should run away from that bookie, yeah. Yeah, they robbed your money, man. It's not okay. It's really not okay towards you. Okay. I will try to push this new thumbnail style. I will see what I can do. I will see what I can do for a new thumbnail style. I will think something up. With this like live stream thumbnail style. Yeah, I will come up with something. I will see. I will come up with something. I will definitely come up with something, but I need to think. I have some ideas on my mind. I have Photoshop, so I know to design. Like I ended graphic design. Never done it in my life though, but I know to design. I pretty much know to cover design, and I know to design as much as I need. But if you like this design, then I'm gonna keep pushing. Then I will definitely keep pushing. In 2022, I had crazy gambling win streak. 23 sucks, and I have few wins. So in 2022, you earned a lot of money. That is amazing, man. Think we're gonna see Jones versus Stipe? I'll be honest towards you. Technically, we should see it. Technically, what to do? I don't know, fella. Like in 2023, I am pretty much in positive streak in 2023, but we'll see. Jones versus Stipe, to respond to your question. Technically, that fight has to happen. Stylistically, Jones versus Pavlovich would sell more pay-per-views. Are we going to see it? Well, if Dana believes Jones versus Pavlovich sends more pay-per-views, I think he's gonna let Pavlovich fight ahead of Stipe. It's all about how promotion decides. Volkanovski arguably is a double champ. He is a double champ because he was robbed in that fight, but I can accept a draw too. I can accept a draw too in that fight. Yeah, I can accept a draw in that fight, yes. I hope, like, in 2022, I was having ups and downs with gambling, but in 2023, I am mostly right with my bets. Not always, though. Not always, but I'm mostly right. But the greatest bet I slammed in 2023 was Modestas Bakauskas, 9.5 units. I think it was plus 240, plus 245, something like that against Tyson Pedro. I knew Modestas was gonna win that fight. I literally knew Modestas was gonna win that fight. I just had that feeling because he accepted the fight on a short notice, and Pedro Pedro underestimated him. You like Rodolfo? Man, I'm staying away from that fight. I have this pick. I'm telling you right now. That's what I have about that fight. It's really a pick to me. I know, like, he had Modestas interview. Yes, I had. I'm gonna send you that interview right now. Hold on. Yes, I had. Hold on. Hold on. Where is that? Hold on. I'm gonna find it. There you go. My Modestas interview. Enjoy. Who are you targeting to interview next? I don't do much interviews as of lately. I don't know. Pavlovich versus Ngannou should happen at some point. I don't do much of the interviews because I'm pretty much busy with other things, so I don't know. Got no idea who am I gonna interview next. I'm gonna do with Modestas again when he wins, but I didn't send messages to fighters, so I don't know. Don't have much of a time, with streaming, with this, with like some. I can't get up in the middle of the night anymore, and I don't know. Wasn't trying to get many interviews recently. I just have an agreement with Modestas when he wins his next fight. So I prefer like discussing and chit-chatting with fans over doing those interviews because interviews sometimes don't happen. Will Jones versus Sergey happen? Yes, yes, and yes. It has to happen because you got to knock out artist versus legend. Sergey KO or Jones some kind of a submission. It has to happen. At some point, it has to. Minus 1.5 gonna be a great pick for that fight. Jones too smart. Extremely intelligent fighter. Jones is one of the most intelligent guys I've ever seen. Pozdrav, brate. Znaš šta sam htio da te pitam? Ti reče si neko brdo u Sarajevu. Ima ime to brdo možda? Meni je otac u Sarajevu. On je živeo u Sarajevu kad je završio vojnu. Kratko nešto. Baš smo pričali danas. So yeah, Jones is too smart. Yeah, Jones is definitely too smart. Baš je nešto kad je završio vojnu školu je živeo u Sarajevu, kratko nešto. To 70-ih još. Yeah, Jones is too smart, that is true. Jones is definitely too smart of a guy, yes. This month I'm breaking record for the greatest YouTube earnings, so I'm happy for it. I have to push this story even harder and... kako... Ček da slikam, pa ću da mu pokažem. Velešići, to jest Hum. Ajde, sad ću da vidim. Ok, slikat ću pa ću mu pokažem, sigurno zna. Da. Yeah, I'm generally trying to say this is looking awesome. Just looking awesome. Just looking awesome, all the fight card and everything that happens right now. Maggie, last minute replacement, you think he's gonna win very short notice? I have the fight not going the distance, but I don't see him winning the fight. I don't see him winning that fight because he is a great fighter, but like on a short notice, man, it's a catch weight. I don't know. No, when you're preparing on a short notice, they're throwing you to the wolves. They're throwing you to the wolves. So I think he's been thrown to the wolves. That is my opinion on that. I believe the guy was thrown to the wolves for no reason. And again, I'm unsure whether this is... I'm unsure whether this is a smart idea. But if he wins, If he wins, this is gonna be amazing for him. If he loses, that's gonna be a problem. Ono budalu si video, onaj što je Bojković upretio, mislim, majko mila, kakva budala. Sve sam video, ali onako nešto, da lik onako daleko ide, užas. Yeah, I have not gone the distance on that fight. Magi, I watched that guy at LFA, but fighting on short notice is always a two-edged sword, if you know what I mean. Literally a two-edged sword. Maybe he's in the best shape of his life. Maybe he's in a horrible shape and accepting a catch-weight combat. Like, weight cuts, it's a never easy process. Like, cutting weight, etc. It's a never easy process. Never ever easy process. If you're asking me, it's never easy to cut weight, especially to cut that much weight. It's killing, literally killing to cut that much weight. I think it's pretty much. And Bkfc 41 is way more entertaining than UFC this weekend. But I'm staying loyal to Cage Warriors and the UFC as two greatest promotions that I have right now at the moment. For me, these are still two greatest promotions one can imagine. So even if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm gonna do some streaming. Yeah, like... let me see if anything happened since Easy tried to aggressively attack Du Plessis. Nate Diaz released on bond after turning himself in to New Orleans police on second-degree battery charges. I believe Nate Diaz was just defending. Luke Rockford, UFC successful because all those motherfuckers are yes men. Need more fighters like me and Francis Ngannou. Oh, so Luke Rockhold parted his ways with the UFC because he didn't want to follow the policy. He likes freedom. Charles Zonen joins broadcast team for Bkfc 41 alongside Chris Lytle and Austin Trout. That's nice. Is Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold the most compelling fight of the week? Oh yeah. Daniel Cormier recommends Sergey Pavlovich not to fight backward, take backup row instead. Disagree with that. South Puppy says Jake Paul, KSI, other influencer boxers are smart to duck him. I would be scared too. Man, that influencer become so popular overnight. Nate Diaz released on bond. Oh, that's a nice topic for streaming. Nate Diaz released on bond. Man, that's a really nice topic to discuss. When I wake up in the morning, maybe I'm going to discuss that. Nate Diaz released on bond. Nate Diaz released on bond. I actually like that. I actually like the fact that Nate Diaz was released on bond, and I also said that Nate Diaz was just defending. Definitely saying that Nate Diaz was just defending. I mean, the guy attacked him. What else should he do? Like, imagine if somebody attacks you, or if somebody... I mean, he choked him out with a guillotine choke. This is like a second-degree battery charge. Let's see. Nate Diaz surrendered himself to authorities Thursday morning. Diaz representative Zach Rosenfield releases a statement to the media announcing that the former UFC fighter turned himself in to the New Orleans Police Department after an arrest warrant was issued for Diaz following his involvement in a street brawl on Bourbon Street this past weekend. The Nate voluntarily turned himself in to the New Orleans Police Department this morning, approximately at 7:10 a.m. CT. We continue to look forward to presenting all the evidence, videos that show Nate was acting in self-defense. The arrest warrant is for suspicion of second-degree battery. Such charges are considered a felony in Louisiana and carry a potential penalty of up to 8 years in prison with or without hard labor and or up to $2,000 fine. With no travel restrictions placed on him. Bond has been granted and posted with a full permission from the court to resume, which includes returning to Stockton today. We appreciate how we were treated by New Orleans Police Department, the court, and their staff. And Diaz attended Miss Fist's Boxing 6 in New Orleans this past Friday. was involved in 2 separate altercations, first nearly going to scrap with reality TV star Chase Demure, then later in the evening finding himself in a fight with Logan Paul lookalike Rodney Peterson, the latter of whom was choked unconscious by Diaz. In a statement released Tuesday, Rosenfield, Diaz claimed that his actions were in self-defense. Nate's attorney looks forward to present all of the facts about this incident to the district attorney, which clearly demonstrated that a Nate fighter named Rodney Peterson aggressively pursued Nate with the intention of engaging him, and once doing so, Nate acted entirely in self-defense. No further comment will be made at this time. It is not yet known if Diaz's legal issues will affect his upcoming boxing match with Jake Paul, which is scheduled to take place August 5th in Dallas. I hope not. Nate Diaz is a professional fighter. His hands are weapons. I know, but I'm sorry to hear that Nate Diaz ended up in prison. Like, I don't think that's fair. I don't want to see Nate Diaz ending up in prison, but it's like his hands are weapons, his legs are weapons. But I believe he was acting in self-defense. Yeah, WMD, I believe he was acting in self-defense. Yeah, I believe he was acting in self-defense. So I need to undergo physical treatment now. So just to tell you, I need to end this stream now. I would stay more, but thank you so much for watching, anybody. Dricus indirect attacked Izzy and Usman. I'm the African fighter, me and Cameron. Oh yeah, that is true. He attacked him indirectly. I'm ending this stream right now, fellas. So catch who will win, Ariel Helvani versus the Schmo. The Schmo to win, definitely. So catch maybe if I wake up early, maybe I will do. People pretend Dricus did not start this. Dricus started this. Anyway, I'm I'm now going. Catch ya, and maybe in the morning if I wake up, maybe I will do a stream, and maybe or not, then we do last minute picks predictions. I will see. DDP is a troublemaker. Playing the role, that's it. Night, everyone. And maybe in the morning we catch. If not, then tomorrow. So every day I will do picks from now on. Every day I will stream. Catch you. I just have too much time right now. Catch you, fellas. Night.